What's up? I'm in my dormitory, and today I want to talk about and share my thoughts about the way we should act and approach people in our society and in our own social circles. So, if you spend your time on the internet consuming some media, you probably at least once came across a content where certain people, usually males, usually men, trying to teach us how we should act, trying to literally sell us the way we should approach women, talk with other guys, and act in certain situations. And I'm not going to talk about those people who are trying to sell us all this bullshit, but I want to talk about the whole idea, the whole concept of acting in a certain appropriate, in quotations, if you don't see the video, you're just listening, in appropriate, in quotations, way that's even not, that even wasn't created by us, that was just imposed by other people, that was forced into our brains by other people that think they are know everything in life, and especially that they are know everything in others people's lives. And just think about how dumb it is to follow a certain patterns of behavior that were created by another person that do not know you, that didn't live your life and don't know your circumstances. How dumb it is. It's not even that bad if you create your own patterns of behavior based on your life. But that's also weird because why can't you just act how you want to act, how it feels right to you, basically. So I want to tell a little story of mine own experience, how I have been trying to change the way I behave in order to become more successful in my social circle, in order to become more respected, and wherever I else could get from being not myself. So in fifth grade, I moved out to another city. I started attempting another school, and there was a whole class of other kids that I didn't know. And throughout the whole fifth grade, I've been trying to fit in. I've been trying to talk to people, like to get new friends, and I succeeded at this. Like, I became a part of one friend group of this class, and everything was cool, but I felt like I'm not fully blended in. So when the sixth grade came, I decided that it will be a great idea if I just start to behave, to act the same way as those guys would. And basically, they were like normal dudes. They would watch soccer, they would be interested in cars, they would be tough, normal kids in sixth grade, you know. And I never been like that. But at the moment, I thought that if I want to be as cool, in quotations, as cool as them, I should act the same. So I started watching football, like soccer. Although I never liked it, I started to watch car content. I played more soccer. My topics for our topics, conversation topics with those guys changed. We started talking about some shit that they were interested in. Not all of us were interested, like, because before it, we could talk about different stuff because I was different from them. But now we just were talking about some absolute bullshit that I wasn't even interested in. And I've been trying to act the same as them. I had the same behavior patterns. And it was just weird, I didn't feel right. And approximately when I was already at 7th grade, I realized that I can still be with them, being friends with them, but having my own interests, not trying to force myself, not forcing myself to watch and be interested in wherever I'm not really interested, not trying to force to be somebody else and still be friends with them, still being in the same friend group. And it was possible. It worked. I've been myself throughout the 7th, 8th grade. I've been myself and still was friends with them. And the biggest advantage I gained, that I was unique. If I always were different from my friends, and you couldn't say that I was just a part of this group, that I'm just look like them, that I talk like them, act like them, and have the same interest as those guys. No, I did not. And it was an advantage for me because I could stand out of those guys. And it was really cool, But then in 7th grade, I came across a self-improvement content, and also I came across guys like Andrew Tate saying and telling me, a 14-year-old kid, how to act, how I should talk to women, how I should move, literally how I should move, how deep my voice should be, how fast should I talk, and whatever. And bro, this is so fucking retarded, because imagine if everybody would listen to their advices. Imagine if everybody would have the same approach for other people. It would be just fucking retarded. It would fucking look like a Buzz Lightyear meme, if you know what I'm talking about. So as I was only 14-year-old, I trusted all those people that told me exactly how I should act, step by step. So I've been following those steps throughout maybe part of my ninth grade. And then I realized again that I just don't feel right. I can't be myself. I can't express myself like I want to. I lost myself, literally. I lost my uniqueness that made me myself, that got me in a position where I was at that moment, that got me into my relations with all those people at that moment. If I wasn't myself all the time, I wouldn't had all those relations with people, because I would be different, and I'm not sure if they would want to talk to me and wherever, and be friends with me and be enemies with me, So what I'm trying to say is that you are way more interesting being yourself than trying to be somebody else, because it's literally you. There's a whole fucking world inside you. A lot of interests, hobbies, thoughts, whatever, bro. You can share it and show your truly self. And that's how you find people that will love you, because if you constantly not being yourself, if you're constantly putting a mask on your face, how will people find you? There's literally somebody else, somebody outside looking for a guy like you, but you trying to be somebody else, and you just disguised into another person. And the person that is looking for you can't find you because you have a mask on. That's it, bro. Be yourself. It's the best way to find an appropriate people. That's it. And also, what's also really important that people can see if you're being fake. Like they can see it by micro actions, by micro behaviors, the way that you fucking I don't know, move by micro moves. They can see that you being fake, that you trying to be somebody else. They can scan your face, and will they respect you knowing that you are fake? I don't think so. And what's also really important that if you show true yourself, you show yourself being weird, being cringe, being funny, people see that and think, whoa. They see that and think like, whoa, this guy is not scared of showing the true himself. So he's cool. He's probably really confident in himself because that's the point. Like people that are acting a certain way, they trying to look confident, but they are not. You can't be confident if you're trying to be somebody else, if you're scared of showing the true yourself. That's impossible. But that's the whole point of those people selling you courses, selling you a guideline how you should act, because they know that you are not confident and they making money of this shit. That's it, bro. That's it.